Welcome back to Cursed Conversations.
Today I'll be your host, Angela.
And I'll be your co-host, Sophie.
And today our topic will be on the Sallie house. So the Sallie house is a place that has intrigued paranormal investigators, terrified homeowners.
Ghosts. Ghosts. Supernatural.
Billy?
Sam!
And the house has left countless witnesses with stories that they can't explain.
Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. So, the Sallie house has been a hotspot for paranormal activity for decades. From disembodied voices to poltergeist-like activity. The hauntings at this small Victorian house have earned it a reputation as one of the most terrifying haunted locations in the U.S.
Ooh.
So we're going to dive into what makes this house so haunted and scary.
Scary.
Scary?
Scary.
Alright, so the story of the Sallie house begins in the late 19th century. The house itself was built in the 1860s by a local doctor named Dr. Pritchard.
Damn.
Mm-hmm. And he ran a medical practice out of the home.
Oh.
So it wasn't just any home, though over the years it's been the setting for a variety of eerie and unusual occurrences that have puzzled those who have lived there.
Huh.
I think you should live there.
No.
Oh, yeah. Alright, so in the 1990s, the house gained national attention when a young couple, Tony and Deborah Pickman, moved into the house with their baby. And they were just looking for a new place to live, but what they found in the Sallie house would lead them to a terrifying and life-changing experience.
Yeah, understood. Yeah. I'm not getting old houses no more.
Why not?
Who knows? I don't know. Maybe because we've talked about a lot of paranormal stuff happening at old houses.
But, that's the fun of it, you know?
I don't really want to be, scratched on the bottom of my feet in the middle of the night. Just,
Isn't it usually, on your back?
No, there's also,
Stay away from my feet! Anyways, moving on. The Pickmans were the ones who first began to experience the extreme paranormal activity that would define the house.
Mm-hmm.
But before we get into their experiences, we're gonna explore the house's darker history and the story of a young girl, Sallie, who is said to haunt its halls.
Oh, Sallie.
She might be Sam's sister.
Oh my god!
Sallie and Sam!
Sallie and Sam!
Sallie and Sam! Poor Sam. All because of TB.
Oh, because of TB.
Yeah. Poor guy.
Yeah.
Anyways, so legend has it that Sallie house is named after a little girl named Sallie, who, according to one version of the story, died tragically in the early 20th century. Some say she was the daughter of a previous resident, perhaps a young child, who passed away from an illness or injury.
Mm-hmm.
Others claim she was a young girl who was a patient of Dr. Pritchard, dying under mysterious circumstance.
Huh.
But no one's exactly sure who Sallie was or when she died, and the house's history is shrouded in mystery, and this only adds to the haunting allure.
Oh. Did they, get a spirit box and get someone called Sallie there?
I mean, I think that's one of...
Probably what happened.
Because a lot of paranormal investigators go there.
Probably would, if it was a residence or, a patient, you would have, a death record or something.
Yeah, unless it was...
Random ghost.
No, unless it was, an illegal thing, they wouldn't do that. Maybe. Anyways, so whatever the truth behind her identity is, Sallie has become a central figure in the house's paranormal lore. So her presence is said to be felt throughout the house, particularly in the upstairs bedroom, which was supposedly once her room.
Oh.
And the Pickmans moved into the Sallie house in 1993, and at first, everything seemed normal.
Of course.
It always starts like that.
Always starts normal, and then someone starts feeling stuff.
Feeling
feeling people
Feeling
watching you.
Feeling like a presence.
Like a presence.
Like a presence.
Like a presence.
Yeah.
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 They were excited to start their life in a new home, but it didn't take long before strange things began to happen.
Of course.
So the couple began experience cold spots, flickering lights, and objects being moved around the house.
Damn, real chilly there.
Yeah, they're gonna be needing to wear a jacket. And then things would take a darker turn. Tony, the father, who worked from home, began experiencing unexplainable physical sensations. He would report feeling like something was grabbing or scratching him, particularly on his arms and legs.
Oh.
And these scratches were not from an accidental bump or injury. They appeared as though they were being deliberately inflicted by something unseen. But it wasn't just physical contact.
Emotional torment too?
Anyways, so they would hear scratching noises coming from the walls, disembodied voices in the hallways, and eerie laughter that seemed to come from nowhere.
Imagine hearing that in the middle of the night.
It's just like,
Maybe that would
That's so much.
You like my laugh mirror? Imagine hearing that in the middle of the night.
if we sleep over tonight, Alright. Everyone calm down. So, the house, which had once felt like a new home, now seemed more like a prison.
Ooh.
And like a place where they couldn't escape the feeling of being watched.
Ooh.
Yeah, not very fun. And so, one night, while Tony was sitting in the living room, he felt something tug at his shirt. When he turned around, no one was there. But then a strange sensation washed over him, a feeling that he wasn't alone. He claimed he could feel a presence in the room, something negative, something that wasn't friendly.
Oh.
What do you guys think of that?
Scary. Is it scary of me?
Very scary.
Is it scary? Is it square?
Scared.
Deborah, the wife, she wasn't immune to the experiences either. And she would wake up in the middle of the night to the sounds of footsteps on the stairs, and sometimes she would see shadowy figures moving around the house. But the most terrifying moment came when she discovered the name Sallie written on the wall in what appeared to be blood, or at least something dark and sticky.
Every night.
What would you do if you, like,
Something dark and
no, if you saw the name Sam or Billy written on the wall?
Or Billy.
Oh, for those that don't know, they're from a previous episode.
Yeah.
I think it was the Waverly Hills
Yes,
Hospital.
talking about tuberculosis.
Yeah, our best friends Sam and Billy.
There are paranormal best friends now.
Oh yeah, they're gonna be following us around.
Yep.
So as time went on, the paranormal activity at the Sallie house escalated. The Pickmans were no longer just hearing noises, they were seeing objects move on their own. So furniture would shift, doors would slam, and they'd wake up to find things in their home rearranged or knocked over.
Oh. They're helping him do spring cleaning. What's wrong with that?
Yo, I'm gonna move all this stuff around in your house.
Oh,
Like,
wow.
one day I'm just gonna sneak in.
Sneak in.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna move everything.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah. Okay, but it wasn't just the physical manifestations that disturbed them. The Pickmans began to experience more violent and disturbing poltergeist activity. Tony was scratched repeatedly, sometimes so severely that the marks would bleed.
Oh.
And one time, he woke up with scratches on his chest that he couldn't explain. These scratches, according to Tony, would appear almost instantly after feeling the presence of something dark and malevolent in the room.
They would just scratch him and leave.
Yeah.
Nice welcome.
Nice welcome. And then, so Deborah, too, became the victim of these attacks. She would wake up with bruises, scratches, and even burns on her skin.
Burns.
Burn. So the Pickmans weren't the only ones who experienced the haunting at the Sallie house. Paranormal investigators soon flocked to the house, eager to document the terrifying activity that had been reported. One of the most well-known investigators occurred in 1994 when the team from the show Sightings came to explore the house. They recorded a number of unexplained phenomena, including ghostly voices and moving objects. Investigators used a variety of tools to communicate with the spirits they believed inhabited the house. One of the most chilling moments came when an EVP recording captured what sounded like a young girl's voice, and the voice was faint but clear, and it seemed to say Sallie.
Oh.
So this gave more weight to the idea that a child named Sallie was indeed haunting the house.
So they saw they first experienced the writing on the wall.
Yes.
That said Sallie.
Yes.
And then paranormal investigators went and heard someone say Sallie.
Yeah. But you know, the thing is, like, I've heard from somewhere that, like, demons would, like, pretend to be children.
Yeah.
You know, like child spirits.
Because children tend to let people like feel safer. And
So,
children tend to be seen as, like I said, children tend to be more of like a vulnerable group compared to like grown adults, so people would feel less scared and more open to them as opposed to adults.
yeah.
So that's why demons would often embody them to try to lure them in.
Can we start throwing stuff at him? I feel like if I saw the shadow of a little kid in my house, it could be
just be a kid from your basement.
I was just gonna say that it would probably be like a cousin of mine or a niece or nephew that just like randomly visited. Not a kid from my non-existent basement. But like if I just saw the shadow of a kid, I'd probably try to punch it.
I would probably leave my house.
I can get the holy water from the back of my fridge.
Yeah, you have holy water.
I
in your
have
fridge.
holy water in my fridge.
Why do you keep it in the fridge? Keep it cool?
The priest just said, like, put this in a bottle and put it in your fridge. Maybe.
Nice.
Anyways, moving on from that. So, some investigators believe there was more than one spirit haunting the Sallie house. In fact, many believe that the dark entity in the house is not Sallie at all.
Just a name. A stage name.
But something much more malevolent. A demon or a
Wow.
demonic force that has attached itself to the house and its inhabitants.
That's the demon's name.
Okay. The darker force may have been drawn to the house by the emotional trauma of those who lived there.
It was a clinic hospital.
Yeah. It's not a Do we have to bleep out the word?
Yeah, I feel like maybe.
Anyways, so today the Sallie house remains a place of fascination for paranormal enthusiasts. It has become a well-known haunted location, drawing ghost hunters, thrill seekers, and curious tourists from around the world. Many have attempted to capture evidence of the haunting, and some even claim to have had terrifying encounters while visiting.
Honestly, I've never understood the hype about ghost hunting.
Oh, we'll find that.
No, I could watch them, like on YouTube and stuff. I can watch videos of them, but I don't want to be there myself.
You don't have a choice.
I think I do, you know?
Not when it comes to this. Not when you're with me.
Oh,
It's okay. So, people still report hearing strange noises, feeling cold spots, and witnessing apparitions. And visitors sometimes hear the sound of children's laughter, while others claim to see a little girl in a white dress standing in the windows. The infamous scratches and bruises that the Pickmans once experienced are still reported by those who spend the night inside those houses. Whether you believe in ghosts or not, the Sallie House remains one of the most talked about haunted locations in the country. And yeah,
yeah.
we should go there one time.
No,
No, we should go there.
no.
We should go there.
We shouldn't.
We should go there. It's in Kansas.
Yeah.
Road
No.
trip.
No,
Yeah.
no. We have
Yeah.
a lot of other places we can go for road trips. Maybe just not haunted houses.
Kentucky.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Waverly Hills Hospital. It's not a house. It's a hospital.
Oh, even better. Even better.
All right. So that concludes the Sallie House episode. I hope you all enjoyed. If you have any more ideas on what topics we should speak about in the far, far, far future, please leave a comment. And once again, I was your host, Angela.
And I was your co-host, Sophie.
Bye-bye! Stay away from my feet. Listen. They're not free, you know?
They're not free.
They're not free.
You gotta pay for them.
Gotta pay for them. Began experiencing unexplainable physical sensations. You okay?
What
Yeah.
kind of sensation?
What kind of sensations?
Are you feeling those sensations, Tenzin?
Yes, I feel it. Feel brown.
What would you guys do if something tugged at your shirt?
You turn
Take it off.
Zach.
I don't have a basement for
Kids in those basements.
No, listen. Whoever's listening, I do not have a basement. I was gonna
You have a crawl space.
Yeah, but
Do you
like,
have kids in your crawl
dude,
space?
I have to like open my porch and then open a grate to get to that crawl space.
I don't want to sink from a bed.
He wants a sink.
Sammy wants a sink.
I want to sink.
Sammy wants a sink.
Billy, do you want a sink? Why
Billy
does everyone
wants a
want a sink?
If we go to a haunted house, you gotta take something back.
Not a sink.
A sink.
What do you want, a demonic book?
Hey, listen.
It
a
could
sink
be a
is better.
demonic sink.